Please, is it audible? Can we all hear it?
Yep, sounds great.
Yes, we can.
Okay. Hold on. Let me go back again. Okay, so
I don't know if we should all rise for the anthem. What do you reckon?
yeah, that's the anthem.
Let's do it.
I mean, out of respect, everybody should rise. I just can't on my camera, but I'll stand still.
Make our nation great and strong, both to defend forever the cause of freedom and of right. Fill our hearts with true humility, make us cherish fearless loyalty, and help us to resist oppressors who with all our way and night forevermore. And help us to resist oppressors who with all our way and night forevermore. That was the anthem.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm going to read what I've written, and then we'll start the show. All right.
Sure.
Music's one of the most powerful forces in human culture. Across music, in history, it's shaped identity, movements, communities, and how even entire countries are perceived around the world. And it can travel across borders faster than politics. And Ghana is a fascinating example of that cultural power that I've only recently found out about. It's a bit of a happy accident that we've ended up here on Independence Day. I don't know a lot about the history itself, but I do know it's important, and I'm here to learn. Music is also something that's very personal to me. I'm a musician myself, and I've been playing music since I was very young. It's helped me through some really difficult periods in my life, and it's helped me make some incredible friends and meet people from all over the world. From high life to the sound of the guitars, horns, storytelling, and social commentary played at weddings, festivals, and gatherings, to hip life in the 90s when Reggie Rockstone fused hip-hop with Twi language and Ghanaian rhythms, creating something completely new. Fast forward to today when, and I'm going to pronounce things maybe wrong, Asaka drill movement from Kumasi is connecting Ghana's youth culture to global rap scenes in the UK and US. Each of these movements did not just create music, they created identity. They shaped how people see Ghana, how young people express themselves, and how local culture enters global conversations. So tonight, we're exploring Ghana music as more than just entertainment. It's culture, storytelling, and influence, how language shapes rap styles, how dances spread across the world, and how artists built movements long before the internet, and how platforms like TikTok are changing the way that music spreads today. Because sometimes the most powerful thing a country exports is not politics or technology. Sometimes it's rhythm, language, and culture. Welcome to Highlife-hiplife. Thank you. And welcome, Nella, Don Julio, 2036, and Not Nice. I really appreciate you being here.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Thank you. Salad, can you please put up a sticker and write Happy Independence Day? Then you can put the Ghana flag. I don't know if you still remember how to do that.
I think I do. Let me do my best. I'm so glad I have lots of people helping me.
Yeah, to change from technology to Happy 69. Sounds weird, no? 69.
Oh, I can't put emojis in the sticker, it looks like, but I can put Happy Independence Day. Does that work?
Yeah, you could actually add 69 though. The Ghanaians are making funny post about, the 69 and, the independence, because Ghana is officially 69 years in independence.
Okay, what if I do that? Happy Independence Day is 69.
I think it makes sense though. Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it. So I wonder, because this conversation came about 2 days ago, and I know very little, and you gave a lot of what I wrote was from you and my notes of what you said, Not Nice. So maybe we can just start with maybe a little description of just what Independence Day is first, because this was an accident. I didn't expect to be here, but can you tell me what you know about Ghanaian Independence Day and why, what it means and what maybe what it means to you as well? What's your connection here? Because you're in Ghana, correct?
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
Well, 69 years ago, 7th of March, 1957, Kwame Nkrumah, alongside some, let's say our forefathers, our founding forefathers, declared independence for Ghana. That's, Dr. Nkrumah, well, I'm supposed to say Dr. Kwame Nkrumah because, yes, that is his title. Normally, we just go on to say Kwame Nkrumah. Thank you, Payden. Yes, but he is called Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, and he was part of the Big Sis that started a move for our independence. Before the whole independence thing, he was also the first prime minister of Ghana, which was initially known as Gold Coast. And then when Ghana was declared for independence, it was changed from Gold Coast to Ghana. So basically, that is it. And then it didn't come easy. I mean, if you read the history and from what we were taught in schools, our history, it wasn't easy. I mean, just last month there was a 24th February uprising, and all of that. There's a whole lot of things that had to come in. The fight for independence. Other things that we are not. I think we don't want to settle on that now, but it just wasn't easy. It was a monumental speech that day because Nkrumah had also said that we were about the first country to gain independence on the continent. And then he said that our independence is actually meaningless unless it is actually like linked or unless our independence lives through all the other countries. In a sense, what he meant was every other country in Africa that was being colonized then should have attain independence, should be attaining independence for our independence to become meaningful, basically. So he was looking to reunite Ghana and all the other African countries to become a force, and that didn't happen for him. I mean, in '66 he was overthrown and all of that. So that's where we are now.
It is. I mean, it's like any country. There's so many countries around the world with independence days. And if we start to dive into the politics of it, which I definitely don't want to do, we're going to get into some side quests. I do love a good side quest, but I want to focus on music because the conversation you and I had the other night was so eye-opening. Like you said a bunch of names that I've never even heard of before. It actually started when you were talking to Gina Sky, actually. That was maybe a few weeks ago. You guys were debating about who's what did you call it? Like the greatest or the top five, or I can't remember what you were saying, but
it was between Shatawale. We're talking about Shatawale and Stonebwoy. Yeah, we're looking at and then we were looking at who has the power, like the mass power, who has the lyrics and all. I mean, but then again, this is music, this is craft, and everybody has their own favorites. I have been on a platform where somebody called a piece of music nonsense or trash, and I said that is art, and never call any form of art trash. You might not resonate with it, but it's that person's art. That's person's craft, and I'm sure other people like it, even though you may not like it. So yeah.
I agree. I think that's a good way to put it. I have the same feeling. There's music I don't like, but I'd never call it trash. And sometimes the reason I just don't like it is maybe I wasn't exposed to it, or because I'm a musician, I'm listening differently. I'm hearing chords I don't like. But of all the stuff that we played the other night, I absolutely loved it. And I guess I want to know, we'll start really broad and then we can get narrow. But for you, when you think of music in Ghana, what is the first thing that comes to mind? There's no right or wrong answer. I'm just curious for you personally, what is the first thing that comes to your mind when you think about Ghana music?
Well, for now, currently, I would think banter, but before, for me, it was culture. It was the expression. Because growing up, most of our music was basically culture and storytelling, right? However, with the inception of the internet and intercultural relations and all, I think the upcoming artists also have a way of telling their own stories. I mean, there are new artists that are telling their own stories in a particular way, which I sort of resonate with it, because the funny thing about being born a millennial is that you are caught in between being a millennial and a Gen Z, because we grew up in the internet era where our Gen Z, let's say, brothers and the young ones were also born into the internet era. There's a difference, but then we grew up learning the internet era. So we are just caught up between that. So we understand what was before us, what happened during our time, and what is happening now. So yeah, I resonate with it. But for me, it's banter basically now, because it's almost like people throw shades at each other now in their music, unlike before when they had a real beef, especially in the hip hop culture. Not to go there, but now it's basically banter. But a few of our Ghanaian musicians express culture, but then I would say they are not the most popularized ones. But then the ones we know most of the time speak their own stories and then speak banter, basically.
What do you mean by banter? Like, I know what banter is, but what does it mean in the context of music?
Well, what it means is trying to tell you, like, you look down upon me and now I made it, or I'm better than you. Sometimes these are thrown at people. Sometimes it's because they feel that people look down upon them, and then now they are artists and they are known and they are there now. So it's mostly their own achievements or how they see themselves as being better than another person, maybe because they've been compared to somebody in the past and they didn't like the situation. So now they want to address it in their music.
It's so complex, isn't it? People think it's just music, but it's not. It's intertwined in society and culture. And I guess as you grow up as well, it really shapes what you listen to. And so when you were growing up, what are some artists that really spoke to you when you were growing up as a boy?
Okay, so yeah, as a young boy growing up in the 90s, I would say that before the whole inception of our local music scene, I was introduced to the West a bit by my mom, but then growing up, so before there was Ampadu. These are very old ones that you would have your uncles and maybe your fathers. Yeah, there's Ampadu, who is an oldie that you would hear people that are older than you probably listen to, and then you would also, now at that time you would have the likes of Kojo Entry, Daddy Lumba, who's this guy that used to banter with Daddy Lumba a lot.
Don Julio can jump in whenever you want. There's no rule here. So if you hear something, Don Julio, please, I'm here to learn. I know almost nothing about this.
Yes, and there's Amachi they did. Thank you, Peyton. But I'm looking for the one that used to really banter with a lot. The daughter is a musician now. I'm talking about Jackie's father. It was they had their own banter where it's like they also spoke their banter in their music, but then they also talk about their travels, because most of them are traveled, and they were talking about what they see. Most of them were in Germany then, and that is what came about for Burger Highlife. In Ghana, Burger.
Hey, 2036, I think I can't mute your mic. Yeah, no, it's 2036. Can you mute your mic?
Oh.
I can't mute him for some reason. Okay. Yeah, you got it.
Thank you. Okay, so Burger Highlife as thank you, Prof. Burger Highlife as spelled as burger, like the food burger normally, because most Ghanaians at that time were traveling to Hamburg. Hamburg ends with the BURG, so hamburgers. So they traveled to Hamburg, and most Ghanaians were going to Germany at the time. And then when they come back, they were called burgers or burgers. Right. So they were called Boggers, and most of our musicians that were there, like I'm saying in Kwadee and Daddy Lumba, and I don't know why I'm forgetting this other person's name. I used to like him. So when they come, and then when they actually were applying their craft from there, their trade and everything from there, and then they will market it down here and all of that, and it brought about Bogger High Life, which is more like the contemporary high life. So it's like there's High Life from Ampadu and all those oldies, and then these new cats also brought about their own form of high life, which was a bit contemporary because now they are introduced to the West. So they called it Bogger High Life, like let's say drill or trap or something. So then from there, coming into the 90s when we were growing up, then we had Nana King, and then we had Reggie Rockstone. And Reggie Rockstone is a monumental figure in changing the whole landscape of Ghana music. We cannot have Ghana music talk without speaking about Reggie Rockstone, as in current times. He was a face that shifted the whole landscape for Ghana music. And I mean, people have their own views, but yes, we all know he's Reggie Rockstone because they look at him as a forefather of hip life or hip hop in Ghana. And that's it. So he is the reason why we are where we are now, that diverse situation.
Oh my God, Professor. Professor's going crazy in the chat here. I want to thank him, but I'm thinking about what you're saying too, because I don't know a lot about it. I mean, you and me were speaking about hip hop, and I love hip hop. I'm obsessed with it since I was a teenager, but obviously I didn't grow up in America. I'm not from the Bronx. I'm from Sydney, but I still love it, and I love it as a just a consumer. I'm also as a musician too. So for me, when I listen to like the Furious Five or any of that hip hop from the 80s, DJ Kool Herc, and then I mean, that was a bit later, but like the early 80s stuff. I mean, I was only just born. I'm 82, so I started listening in about 96 to hip hop, and I went forward. Yeah, oh, you're 84, are you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're about the same age. So I came into hip hop from jazz, and also I like metal. I don't listen to a lot of metal now, but jazz was my beginning. And I remember learning a lot of jazz music. And then when I got into hip hop, I realized that a lot of the jazz music that I played was sampled by hip hop. So, and I know that wasn't the case initially with Kool Herc and the Furious Five. What was music like before Reggie Rockstone? Is the thing that he did, was it sampling, or what was the innovative thing that he changed?
Well, what Reggie Rockstone did basically would be sampling and mixing our local beats, like what our local beat makers, what they were doing with what was happening in the state, because he had come from the States as well. So he had been doing his stuff out there in the States, I reckon. And then when he came to Ghana, and then he got on the scene, and he just had to mix. It was a whole blend. So that is why we don't call it straight out hip hop. We call it hip life. So hip hop plus high life. You get it? So yeah,
I got it. So do you think Reggie Rockstone's a good place to start, or what was there hip hop before him? Was there an early pre-Reggie Rockstone version?
No.
In Ghana?
Basically,
that was it.
No, it was Kwadee, Amachi Dede, Daddy Lumba. They have a different kind of music, and it was different. It was very different. It was Reggie Rockstone that changed the whole landscape.
And so the language.
I can tell you something from Reggie.
Yeah. Well,
yeah,
I think Professor's muted. He's probably shaving at the moment. So let's listen to some music while the Professor shaves.
Professor, are you doing camera down?
I think his hands aren't free.
Yeah. Let's. I'm trying to pull up something from Reggie. So
yeah, this is a good spot to play something, I think. Absolutely.
Yeah. Let me play something from Reggie. Reggie came with a lot of hit tracks as well. So, okay, let me say Plan B. I think that was one of his hit music. Chat, if anybody could help me with, I think I remember Plan B, so I think I will start from that one.
Yeah, please. Suggestions are welcome. Anything in the chat. Any song that you think you want Not Nice to play, that'd be fantastic.
Yeah. So Plan B is basically a story.
I think Professor cut himself. He's dropped.
Oh, Prof. So sorry. So with Plan B, it's basically like what I was saying is you're trying to. Okay, give me a minute. So with Plan B, basically it means that he's trying to speak to a girl and the girl is not forthcoming. So he's saying, what are you trying to do? What are you on? Do you want me to go this way or do you want me to go that way? So it was, and then he had to add that kind of hip hop style. So it's basically about girls being slow in making decisions whether they want to go out with you or not. And then he was giving options or what he thinks he should do to gain that. Let's go in. And then from the beginning, you would see how the West is actually inculcated. So hear it. And we used to say your Plan B. Me go fear na me go train. And I say me do fear ni mommy mama ben for people. The way you see your Plan B. Me go fear na me go train. And I say me do fear ni mommy mama ben for people. Brana bebo me ka we and ja. Kone kotometia mengia se use kutabia na yeye no dia apa ebrone chimatara beba so makara be shera libi la balaba konsa dipada frequency na paham papa prosina yesi wa yesa amone na makuta keke kime benda kosi ejoda so amomi bia want me dada oboba Reggie Rockstone Jinichia Sana hano Easy Jaha. Warning. Kwame Pepa, Okomfo Kwadee, Efia. The way to see your Plan B. Bring coffee and I'm going to and I say me do fear any mommy mama for people. The way to see your Plan B. Bring coffee and I'm going to and I say we do fear any mommy mama for people. You down out there, Reggie, Giant to say, to say we should buy. Pepe, why now, Reggie, Giant to say. Aha. So this is one of the very monumental tracks that Reggie brought about, and this is how we understood that Reggie actually understood the game of hip hop and the hip hop music industry, and he brought it to Ghana, basically.
I'm reading a translation of the lyrics. I mean, that's probably one thing that makes it a little bit harder to access, is because it's all in. Is it Twi? Is that how you say the language that he's speaking?
Yeah, that's Twi.
Twi, yeah. What a funny song, though.
Is twin?
Twin?
Twin.
You're gonna make me say it silly, aren't you? I don't know.
Yeah, it's twin.
Prof, are you sure you went to Harvard?
What?
Are you sure you went to Harvard?
Oh no.
That's it. What kind of a question is this?
Don't do that. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to drop you on his behalf. So no.
Oh,
Welcome, Professor.
I'm sorry,
Welcome, Professor. Just remember.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much.
I am sure Prof would have dropped you.
I appreciate you.
Prof, is this the Jesse? Yes, this is the Jesse. What are you thinking?
Happy Independence Day, Prof.
Many happy Krasdar and Rose again for
what
you.
What is many happy? So what are you trying to say, bro?
I said Krasdar and Rose again for you and me. Hi guys, hi everyone. I'm here. I'm here, guys. I'm going to be here, and that was a beautiful submission by Not Nice.
Thank you, Prof. It's all from your class.
That is a very nice one.
Promote me,
Prof. Your Jesse is nice. I mean, anybody who is saying my Jesse is not nice, I will just drop you on, like, you know, anybody that will say Professor's jersey is not nice, how can you tell me this is not nice? I've been seen this one somewhere.
That is a good jersey.
Thank you.
Yes. So,
all right, guys, I'm here. Not interrupting the conversation. I'm here.
So, hello, Christian Ramirez. So, back from so that was Reggie Rockstone shifting the whole landscape for us, and then the young cats started to resonate with it. There were a few oldies who were also most likely, because they've traveled, had a foreign influence, so they had resonated with it already, and then they started coming out in that, because normally hip hop came not as welcome in our culture. It came with a bit of resistance, because then you have Daddy Luma and especially the older ones before Daddy Luma, creating a form of resistance. Like then they put the immoral aspects to it because of how the videos were portrayed at that time. So hip hop had to go through some sort of resistance before becoming accepted. Another group that actually decided to blend the hip life with the rap music was Achiame. And that they were monumental in having hip life becoming accepted in Ghana, because as you can listen to Reggie Rockstone, he was straightforward hip hop, he was straightforward rap. So Achiame, it was a duo of two. Achiame actually means the linguist or a spokesperson, that they had to also come into the scene with their form of music for it to become accepted. And Achiame came with one good music, that is Masana Ba Ghanian, and let me pull that up. That actually would depict the whole hip hop and high life being blended together. And I think they're still in the media scene. One is into radio and presenting now, and the other one is still actively campaigning and doing.
Oh, he's got it.
All right, so you play so that you'll be doing a commentary alongside whilst you are.
No, you can play for me now. It's best. Oh?
Why does it sound so good when Prof plays? Have you got the speaker really close to the mic or something?
Yeah,
how are you doing that?
I'm playing from the TV. I think, Prof, can you play for us, please?
But not nice. Let Salad know that the language in which most of these songs are sung in is called Twin.
Salad, please. Prof says I should let you know that most of the language in our music is Twin.
Thank you. Can I play?
I'm here to learn.
Yes, please.
Okay. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you.
Tomatoes,
So the poachers, Ray. Yes, we actually settling on our hip life music industry because of the hip hop tone to it. But then we had started from back in the days. We just touched on it a little, and we want to settle on what we have now and how it's affecting intercultural spaces and relationships. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, we spoke about Anampedu and all before. I mean, I've seen the starters, then Amachidede and all of that, but it was just a quick session. Poachers Ray. Thank you.
Yeah, and as Not Nice mentions these artists, if anyone can write the names in the chat for me as well, because I get the log afterwards, and I'm going to make a list of all of the artists that Not Nice mentions, so that I can share it on. Actually, the Salad website's going to be live probably in about 12 hours once I finish this and do a bit of work. But I'll publish it under a blog section, I think. It'll be one of the first things. Actually, it'll be the first thing that I publish on the website will be the show notes for tonight's music. So yeah, so please, as Not Nice says the names, just write the names into the chat for me. If the song or the artist, it will really help me.
Okay, all right. So yeah, so so after Reggie had brought this, and Achiame, a few other cats also joined in, and then we had the younger ones coming up. That was a very interesting era because they part of them understood the Achiame way, the other side also understood the Reggie Rockstone way, and then we had our beat makers or our music producers also toning that part. So depending on how your craft is, you would now know who your producer should be or what music you want to put out there at that moment. You would know which producer to go to, and these producers also had their own signatures. There was also so I would want. Do you guys think it's just right to jump from Reggie Rockstone to Obrafour, because that was the whole switch in the 90s before we get into Kwadee and Akatechi and all of those ones? What do you think?
I want to make sure we don't get roasted for this because I'm gonna put this on YouTube. So if there's anyone that you think we're going to skip over, so even if we just take a minute to play 30 seconds or a minute of their song, I definitely. We've got Lord Kenya being suggested.
Yeah, Lord Kenya. Lord Kenya was right after, just around the Obrafour coming era time, because I think Lord Kenya was in the early 2000s, thereabout. Oh, no. Lord Kenya, hold on. Let me actually verify this, because I think Lord Kenya was a bit before Obrafour, just around the time. But Lord Kenya was an artist that actually sampled he would sample most of his beat from Tupac.
So, really?
Yes, you would hear. Huh. Yeah, yes, the ones that growing up, those of us that didn't really resonate with the high life were mostly listening to the Western kind of music. So yes, some of us were already in tune with the whole hip hop music scene already. With the ones that had the access to satellite and cable and all of that. So yeah.
You're going to send me down some rabbit holes. I just looked him up online. It looks like he gave up the rights to all of his albums, doesn't take royalties anymore, and now has dedicated his life to God.
Yes, he's an evangelist now. So he doesn't want to be associated with whatever he did with his music. But I can tell you that he was a great. He performed like Tupac. He had his head shaved. He was radical on the stage. He would not come on with a shirt. Everything he did was reminiscent of Tupac. Just crazy.
And back the law of awards also. Yeah.
Because if Lord Kenya was around now, because I would say he retired a young legend, and he's still a legend, just that he doesn't really want to be known with the whole music space. And I had a chance of meeting him before he went for his last Ghana Music Awards, the one he wore the skirt with the La of Mental Fame. I don't know if you guys remember, and that was his last performance for any form of secular music. So yeah. Salad, I'll share the picture. I have a picture with Lord Kenya on my Facebook.
Yeah, please send me anything to WhatsApp, and I'll put it into this blog that I'm going to make up after this.
I'm going to meet him. Good, because we shared the same fashion design at that time, and I was a bit into student politics at that time. Still had my, well, it wasn't this, it was just braids and stuff like that at the time. And yeah, it was good, but when I met him, I had cut it. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah. So Lord Kenya, I think we should listen to something from Lord Kenya before we move into Reggie Rockstone, ushering Obrafour, and the new Cats in. Prof, can you play us something? Maybe Sikaba. I think Sikaba was monumental for
from Lord.
Yes.
Yeah, even Okomfo by Lord Kenya and
exactly. Jamie, thank you.
It's a good mix. It's a good mix of hip life, the Highlife, and then the rap, the hip life.
Yes. So something from Lord Kenya. Thank you,
and also I think you see platforms like this who always allow us to learn. So you see the pattern not nice is actually drawing from the artist from Reggie to Lord, and then we have someone like Jamin in the box who was initially saying that you wanted us to do Obrafour, right? And then he chipped in Lord Kenya so that we all just take it like that. And everybody would try and say something. So that yeah. I think we should do the first one. And then my concern too is that if Salad is putting it on YouTube, Jamin, I'm not really good and have broader knowledge on. Do you think copyright is not going to, with the songs that we played in between? For their songs.
I mean, yeah, I'm going to do it anyway. And if it gets cut, then I can just put it up on Vivo or something else, just so we all have a copy of what we're talking about. But you're right. I think that's a good concern. There's no way around it because we've got to. I want to explore the music, and we have to do it, unfortunately, without. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So you put it.
And then what can help? You can just play a little bit of it, maybe about 30, 40 seconds, maybe a minute of it.
Yeah.
And then you can probably get away with.
I mean, you sound as if you are in a valley, as if you have been blocked somewhere. And also maybe when Salad is posting the footage, you can say that every song that is being played in this conversation or live stream, you don't owe copyright to it.
Yes, and it's for educational purposes.
Yeah. Right. So what should we do from Lord?
Let's do Sikaba, and then you can do because with the one with Dasebre Jamna is a bit later, because I'm just trying to do a chronology. So Sikaba was just when he was just straight hip hop and wasn't really doing a lot of features.
I thought Kokoko was before Sikaba because Kokoko, because maybe you're right because the Super is also from the early 2000s on the Highlife side, but that was where the craze of the hip life was actually there.
Because I would put I guess Dasebre with hip hop. With hip life under the Achiame side, because we've spoken about Reggie Rockstone and Achiame giving different perspectives, because it was, I think hip life being accepted generally was because of Achiame, not because of Reggie, because Reggie's own came with a bit of resistance. But when you had Achiame on the scene, that was when people now accepted that, okay, you can actually have rap with Highlife. I don't know if I'm in the right lane though.
All right. Any which way, let's do one of his masterpiece, and I think almost all his songs is good. So
every song by
almost all. So let's just do the Sikaba.
Okay.
Yes, Obsession is saying Born Again. I mean, Born Again coming from Obsession is a bit weird, but let's do the Sikaba.
Manaka yeah, what can't you say? Who can win the car? That's the way you strap. You stop. What do you think about? Let's get it out. What do you think about? Let's get it out. What do you think about? Let's get it out. This a one car. No sweat, no pain. No because yeah, no Kenya. Me this is Kabana, I am correct. Kabana, what you mean is cat. Always time, what's the shit? Baby, don't be a friend. Reggie, watch the way. Mama sick, overcut rap. Let's gas in a no shit. This is the bank. Man, the baby.
All right. Not nice. So with his Kokoko, is he a feature with Darcy Bray?
Yes. I think it was actually Darcy Bray that featured Lord Kenya rather.
Right.
Okay, thank you, sir. So, Salah, this what Prof is about to play is actually a very good blend of high life and hip life together. So this actually gives the whole perspective of how we were able, just like hip hop R&B, sort of for us. So, Prof, please go ahead. Thank you, sir.
Okay, but it doesn't mean that I'm a DJ, though. The way you are.
No.
You are a professor of all trades.
I can never live without you. Drop wretched and me bones. To a dream, not the baby. Drop wretched and me bones. To a dream, not the baby. You want to send the baby now. You want to when you said this, I can never live without you. Drop wretched in me bones. To a dream, not the baby. One shine now you go. So the one you send you be running. You are sending David now. You are woman you said to strong tie me. I want my dream is my share body. Now this is the same as it's my soul baby. Say me say yeah pay your pay. That is the campaign I'm a tea. The baby never brain. That's your one see. Aliana makayo. Kobane sana seriaba. Saku manjane no. Adi any mono waropasi. Yan sakani any moana you. Oh dear, darling, I can never live without you. Drop from the chin of me bones. So I dream not of a dear. You are saying that baby now. You are coming and said to see you.
Lord Kenya won't rap. The song is playing. He's not rapping.
It says Lord Kenya won't rap. I think his was a bit
you know what happened back in the days too was a record could be like 6-7 minutes long.
Yeah.
You know, so Lord Kenya probably I came in at the 4th minute. So
yeah, I get it.
It's a wrong choice of song for us to actually have that blend for the sake of this conversation. But and for the sake of this one to just let's know that the songs from the 2000s could be like 6-7 minutes long. So not bad for bringing up Okomfo, but you know that was a great record. And yeah. And like I said, that was I typed it in the comment section. It was produced by Zach Mallet, one of the early producers. You know, why some of us came later. It's because we were learning from people like that.
Yeah, but the reason why I also didn't bring Dasibre Dramina in was, Kokoko especially was because when Lokenya started, he wasn't doing the whole feature thing. And that, this song is actually for Dasibre, and that's why you hear, before then you will listen to the music and if it's a feature, because then you have most of the person who the music belongs to or the track belongs to doing more of the work, and then you coming in for maybe some 45 seconds for a feature. You get it? So that's why we also have Lokenya being way at the end, because it's somebody trying to ply his trade and then using somebody who's already up there. Because that's the best entry into the scene is on the high life side of things. So yeah. Lokenya was a very interesting figure and also added to the shaping of the landscape for us. And then somewhere in 1999, another legend was born. And I'm sure all of us will know him. He's here, he's doing well, and he's a legend. He's Obrafour.
Oh, I thought you were coming to say salad. But it's okay, let's move on.
So yeah, in 1999, Reggie Rockstone introduced Obrafour to us, and Obrafour was another interesting figure. He came alongside TikTok, and the duo. I mean, they were doing their separate stuff, but I mean, the duo was really something. Even when they had to come together for an Ash Foam advert, I remember I was in junior high school then when I watched the Ash Foam advert, and even that track for the advert was also a hit. I don't know if some of us remember that. But then, Prof, if you could help us with Obrafour's Yanum. That was his
let's give Professor his official title. Tonight, he's the Professor of Vibes, I think. He's not a DJ.
Yes, Professor of Vibes, international DJ. Professor.
For as long as he wants or as little.
Salad, may you live long. People in the comments like Rituals, Abina Sokobina Biosika Pills, they are all seeing me to be a DJ, but it's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Prof, Queenie too is here.
Who is that? Queenie Monroe?
Yes.
Queenie Monroe?
Yes, Prof.
Okay. Queen and Mami Sawa Pari too?
Yes.
All right. Okay. I'm taking orders from the speaking head, Not Nice, and friends with Salad, the messenger. He has been graduated from KG2. All right. So which one are we doing? Yanum. We are doing Yanum, right?
Yes.
No, okay, guys. All right, guys.
Put your hands up in the air. Oh, what you banana? I brought for that way. Put your hands together for my main man, Obrafour. Yeah. Reggie Obrafour, Mr. Mac.
Is this?
That's the introduction when it's actually the official music video, but that was when Reggie Rockstone was introducing.
No, okay.
So it's the music production, where the video production was because he killed it on stage. I think Salah, the last time we spoke about this, he killed it on stage. So they did both the music production and the
stage performance.
Yes, and the
all right, okay, sure.
It's part of it.
Okay, sure. So I should go ahead, right?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Only way, me, Kofi Kwadee, Black Label, at the set of the whole border. Opa Sopa from Kwachale, the best rap Neko Kupa Bona, who you have passed. When you tell you have who got bread and pastel, the rap Neda, the Baba and pastel.
Oh my goodness. Check it out,
Catafedi kind, you know when you're my soul, Obrafour making kind. When money is same, and come to say kind. Up one by time, we sit medical kind. Ghana for we came in the new flavor abba. Be a superpower, and into my papa. Obrafour, Ghana rap song for me, trying to say Obrafour. Be a way, and a pandemic kind of play. We can go match it. We sit on your looker, and the mama not paying your honey, but you like the other one to quack. I come here with less overall strategy to say bazooka. First round, me down 10th round. I feel it good. La 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 la. Heavyweight champion, meet your town. We defending the crown. Da, babum sen kuda pampada. Bravo bisa, muna semadana. Umana maya pada semeje motata. Awa, tiens, achi. Uso ya takun kwa ye man the fool. Uno adam for no catch it. The best no be gidi. Bi abako, whatever some kaye. Obey you on your pretty. Only this baby, and me hand new city. On one no so tell me, my bravo me cover, and me that on the square. So run akuma mu internet so I na clear. But you get is the president of the land.
Thank you, Prof.
All right.
So, Salah, this was.
I have a question. I'm as you're talking to me, I'm just reading and listening, and something I'm reading said that the way that he raps sounds more like Akan storytelling. What do you know what that is? What is Akan storytelling, and why? How is it? How are the rhythms different to that of American rap, and how is he using this?
Okay, so this is where we are getting into the storytelling era, because from Obrafour, then we are going to look at Kwadee and then Kontihene, who were the storytellers at the time, most of them. This particular music was an introduction, so it's also a banter music because he was just talking about himself and how he views himself as better than certain other people. But his subsequent music tracks mostly was storytelling. So when they say it's just their lyrics was actually telling stories. Because we were used to listening to stories. By the fireside, we sit down and then we hear stories and all of that. So they had inculcated that into their music craft. And as of that time, that was what we were used to. So this Yanom was actually what introduced Obrafour to the stage. But subsequent to that, he was mostly telling stories. And it was amazing. He is an interesting figure when it comes to the whole hip life scene. Aside Reggie Rockstone and a few others, he's quite interesting because then he was talking about basically just stories and advice. And then his lyrics had depth because you could realize that this is somebody that had listened to elders and stuff. So yeah, and Obrafour actually means executioner.
And so it looks like he has like moral themes and discipline and social reflections in his music. Is he closer to a Common or a Mos Def?
Yes, I would say maybe Mos Def. Common is a bit different. I'll put him in the ranks of Mos Def. Yes, but then maybe just between Common and Mos Def. Yeah, because he had a lot of advice as well. Yeah.
And we're going really fast through this, even though we've already been talking for almost an hour. We can have, we can dive into this later at a later date into particular artists and do whatever we want. I'm trying to get a high level because I know nothing. I love hip hop. I love music. And that's why I just want anyone listening to this is why we're moving quickly through this, because there's so much to get through. And I don't know how long we're going to have the Professor of Vibes here. So as long as we have him, let's keep moving then. Do you think there's anything else worth saying about, is it Obrafour? How do you say that? Obrafour?
Yes, Obrafour. Yeah, friends with salad, Obrafour. That's exactly, you are getting it right. That's the name. But nobody should rush it. I'm here. It's Obrafour. Yeah, thank you.
Obrafour literally means the executioner. So what the executioner is mostly the punisher in the palace. So when when they're taking you to the gallows and stuff like that, he just carries out the punishment, basically. So that's what it means. So I love it. Yeah, so his persona was he lived in the palace and then he made sure that everybody is doing the right thing. That's the kind of persona he carried. So
where do you think we go next? Do we keep moving, or is there? I've got He seems so important. I mean,
who Obrafour? Yeah, I could sit on Obrafour for a minute for his storytelling prowess, because now that we are in the whole storytelling culture of Highlife, there's a few artists we can look at. There's Obrafour, there's Kwadee, there's Kontihene, and then Jamin. If Jamin, you're here, who else was a storyteller around that time?
I think he's in the valley.
Yeah, I think he's in the valley. So yeah, Prof, you were saying something?
I said Pahabubu.
Pahabubu is an oldie, Prof.
We are learning. We are learning, guys.
Okay, so
I'm learning so much every time I go to class.
so another storytelling person was Obrafour.
Obrafour,
He came later. Yeah, he came later, about 2002, 2003. Yeah.
But I think I will put Obrafour, Kwadee, Kontihene around that time, because from '99 then we just moved into the new millennium.
Millennium time. Yeah.
So one music that do we do Kwadee, or should we just make it another track from Obrafour that was actually telling something instead of bragging about who he is?
I think the list is countless. Once we've done something for OB4, once we've done something for OB4, as Salad is mentioning or pronouncing, we can move to Kwadee and then do one thing for them, and then that's it. Right.
Okay, so then let's do Kwadee. Any song from Kwadee? Jamin, Prof, you have any particular track?
Yeah, call Mape.
Why won't you choose Yeko Mape?
Jamin? Mape, because Mape is also a story. It's actually telling a story.
It's telling a story.
We can actually talk about.
So if Nipa is not telling a story,
that's also a story.
If Nipa is too sad,
it's too sad.
Yes, we want a happy story. Like Ghana too. So sister again,
all right, guys.
Prof, for you we can play
Why am I not? I'm trying to come on camera sometimes, but I don't know. It's not working. So I don't know if Salad can request me or Nella can request me to come on camera. Then if I want to go off, I quickly go off. I know I'm shaving, but it's okay. Okay, guys. So not tonight. You can be giving me the gesture so that I'll be able to low or stop it. Right?
All right, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay. All right. All right.
Well, yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. So, Salad, this was one person that almost all his music, I think every one of them was quite monumental because he spoke about mainly what happens, both in a comic way and in a very advising way. This was one of his comic stories where he talks about a young guy at the age of 20 that lives with the parents, and then all his friends have girlfriends, and it's a Friday. They want to go have fun, they want to go chase girls and have time with the girls and all of that. And then he says something like, it was in our culture, if you are living under your parents' roof, you dare not bring a girlfriend to your house. I mean, how dare you? If you want to start doing that, then it means that you want to go find your own space and then, go and do your stuff. So he says that if you live with your parents or you live with your mother, how are you going to go tell your mother that give me money so I go and look for a girl or I go chase after a girl? So basically, he was just talking about stuff that can happen at a young age. He has other music that talk about life, how life can be hard sometimes in a struggle. He talks about bad marriages in other music that he has and all of that. He was a very good storyteller. Unfortunately for him, he couldn't hold his fort. I think he got into the wrong crowd or the wrong company, and he had drug issues and all, and then he couldn't sustain it. I think
what was his name again? Because I'm just writing it all down. What was that?
Okomfo Kwadee. So Okomfo, I'm putting it in the chat for you.
Yeah, but then if you put it in the chat, Salah should try and pronounce it, and let's he has something.
Okay, I'll do this. Every time you write in the chat, I will pronounce it.
Yeah.
Okay, give it a go. Okay, hang on a sec. Let me find it. Ready to go.
Oh, did it go?
Yeah, no, I got it. Okomfo Kwadee.
Exactly. Okomfo Kwadee. That exactly. Yeah. And not nice. Before you move on quickly, maybe let's do 30 seconds of this one. I think this one, Jamin will like it, and then you will like it also.
All right.
Why is my camera not coming on, guys?
Bro, this one is from
Say that again. No. I'm turning on. I'm getting the request. I'm turning it on, but it's not owning. You can see.
This song is from me to Queenie.
I think he needs to switch your spot with Not Nice. Put you in the big box.
Maybe let's see. Switch and let's see. But bro, this one.
No, I think not nice. Not nice is the talking head, and no, it's not working. It's not working. So I mean,
do we hold for you to drop and come back up again?
No, I'm shaving. It will cut me. So all right. I'm on hold.
Yes, this song is from me to Mama Sewa and Queenie. They have been disturbing my life. So
okay. Yes. I know a lot of confessions is going to follow after this song, though. But
yes, I
mean, when we are talking about storytelling songs from these legends, I think we can't overlook this one also. And Jamin, stop screen recording the live. You are not the one to post it, please.
No, I'm not doing that.
All right. Okay. All right.
Sanatia, why a fanga? Me a fanboy, now see you. Yanya Badis, why a fanga? Me a fanboy, now see you. Yanya Badis, I put some kid can swap brother. Ghanian, who me Hanwa, or that's not Temple Hakrata. Frida, or buy and one of Milano. I don't know best, not quite a friend. The night you are the band of the what did I so? What's what? Why you tell Casabra, the son of Nukum, where you are see a padan, was to me a catcher, dinner body, number, yes, your number, was who a father, many number, 024744 I am a number, I am in Channel Woman, men, I'm a dad who watch a Marciana medium, who can Casabra, and who are what is go. White boys, you are and I'm a bedroom. It's a new girl. What would you matter? May a bad name, some in a bad name, some may a bad name. She has some up. Been a gun, one who some may a bad name. Why a fanga? Why a bad name? Some may a fanboy. May a bad name. Why a fanga? May a fanboy not see me and who be
all right. It's okay.
Yeah, Prof.
Yeah,
So
thank
that's
you.
my confession.
All right.
Yes. So yeah, Kwadee was a good storyteller, and Salad. This one talks about finding a new girl and then telling your friends about it, and you say you've never been with a girl before, and the girl too gave you a wrong number, so now you trace the girl to find the girl's house, stuff like that. So basically, it's just that's another storytelling that he did. Can we do something from Kontihene? Kontihene?
Yeah.
Yes, Kontihene and Kwadee were head to head at that time. They had this.
Or AC.
Yeah, I think any of them is fine. Or the one that he talks about him being a bougie kid and then losing everything. I think I forgot the title. The one that he talks about how everything was going on well for him as a child. His family had everything, and then after a while they lost everything. Assistant, yes, I think.
Is it assistant?
Okay, so I mean, let's do assistant, and then we play one of either AC or Ride. Okay. Yeah. Do you want to do any quick intro to Kontihene?
Okay, so Kontihene and Kwadee were some sort of head-to-head around that time. I would say they were like Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole for illustration at that time, and then Kendrick. Why am I even saying Kendrick? Kontihene had the school feel to the educational feel to his craft, whilst Kwadee felt like a ghetto person, like Kwadee felt
from the street.
Yes, he's out there on the street. However, we were able to resonate with both of them because everything they were saying was well articulated and all. But then when you listen to Kontihene, he has a different feel. However, his craft was a bit similar to Kwadee. Yeah.
All right. So should we do assistant?
Yes, assistant.
Okay. I didn't say Kontihene. I said Come on. Okay, guys.
Yeah.
Kontihene me Germany. Nana be a me Germany. Nana Kontihene me Germany. Asa oh, me sunu ho, oh me so me bote. Sakaya chwa aba. Everybody tell me about what you say. Asa mo to see so can boss who church in here. Asa I was just that time. If you on secret. Asa so what if Jessica? Aha, that's a rich. It was Castle Bruno. Watch your fear for Pepper blocks. You pay your bricks. Or play right your fear was more things. Holidays. We call on the US and as a Swiss. Pakum, or be a Jaguar any place. Was the Kenny by my from. I wait, and your master. Your fear, your cast, your man in Ashi, and then your child can't Chinaku or Mo. Now, I made you
Some made him be afraid. Me brain some made me who said me bad see. No see Kenny Papa. No brand me just say me who got me.
I swear, it's me from a you put in a bag. Sabotage running with ya. Sound Brian can't. I swear, the my what I do, they like go para me. They fossil, they holla, and yes, I'm a come and when you ready because go.
Highly, get to force it is a hippie. Yeah, requirement yes, you can put a macro clinic. None of them may know you. Magic, fine guy, no difference.
All right.
Everybody now. It's your
Can you please mute yourself? What kind of a life is this? Must you tell everybody that your S is AC? What is wrong with you? Which one is everybody now? Who told you it's everybody that is understanding this? Which one is everybody now? Okay, so not nice. Please, with the permission of the platform, since Salad is learning, we are all learning. Can he pronounce the Kontihene that we continue with the SC song? So somebody should help with that. Yeah.
Somebody write it in the chat, and I'll do my best.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got you. It's right there.
Right.
Okay, hang on. Let me try this. Kontihene.
What?
Kontihene.
Exactly, Kontihene means the king of Tibia. Let's go, guys. Jamie, okay, let's move on. Let's move on, guys.
Okay.
That's a personal favorite, anyways.
Yeah, it was a good time. This was in the early 2000s. It's a good one. And then I know Queenie wants us to talk about Abrawanana and all, but I'm sure we're going to get there because we are just coming down the line. In case anybody remembers anybody that we should talk about in the chat.
So with storytelling, we still had another language gone, and that was Tiny. Tiny was telling stories too
Tiny,
as well.
Yes, I think
Tiny, very good storyteller.
If it's Tiny, Jamin, if you speak that, I'm going to leave it to you to present on Tiny because the Ghan language.
For the sake of this thing, I'm the tree. Thank you.
Okay. Yes, but Tiny too was coming from the same camp, I think, as Obrafour because most of his music was recorded at Hash and Hammer's studio. He was quite versatile because even though as a young man growing up in Kumasi, I didn't speak the language, I don't understand the language, and then yes, there's Obo, and I couldn't speak the language, but you could feel his craft. Like that is when you see the whole art is beyond barriers for you, beyond whatever border, because you could just feel that he's actually doing music and you could like it. And Tiny was good. So, Prof, maybe you could do something from Tiny for us.
Okay, we can do just like about 30 seconds, but not nice. We can't play for all the artists. Yeah, we can combine. Then we play one. Combine. Then we play one.
Tiny's introduction song will be the best. Play if you're playing for Tiny.
Because it's Ghan. Because it's a whole different, because we just had the language to.
We have. I think Tiny too is one artist that all his songs he released are kind of liked by everyone, but I don't know the one German is talking about.
And then Prof, that's his first.
Right.
So Prof, before you go on, since we are introducing people that we are talking about Tiny, it means that we are now in some way diving into artists that brought the other dialect or the other language.
I agree with them.
Yes, so after Tiny, we'll maybe speak about I Wear Them, and then we'll now introduce another person. So please, let's go on.
Don't introduce me. I don't want anybody on the platform to know that I introduced.
I still have your music here, don't worry.
Please, don't. Okay, let's do this one and see if...
Respect the old man.
Oh, banana. You must respect the old man. Who do more? Now I to a Bobby. I can't be Jimmy. That you want so fin. Hey, Muji. I'm for Shire. so when I train you for people peso and you be a don't see more so obesika tell where the hand on that yeah before they make more if you quick they will not get that should be there sim buy one free
Can somebody mute Jamin in a way that he can't unmute himself again?
I wanna share, but I thank you. I beg you. I feel it. Ole J, make go from any jam. Give back. I am your oh yeah, I was alone. One free.
All right, guys, we can move on. No, it's nice.
Okay, so Salad, you see what Prof is playing now is the transition from Obrafour, the one we spoke about before with Reggie Rockstone introducing him. They mostly recorded in the same studio, and there was this music producer called Hammer of the last two. Yes, Hammer of the last two, and he had a whole group of musicians that spoke different languages, and then you could always hear his signature behind their beats when they speak. So there was Dogo, there was I Bear Them, I think there was Kwadee, who spoke fancy, and then Sarkodie come onto the scene in and out, because of I think Sarkodie was just almost everywhere. He wasn't really attached to one particular studio. Sorry.
Other storyteller was also Accra. Around that time. Yes, so the rappers, the storytellers, Accra, Tom David, the Dogos,
exactly.
Yeah, you mentioned a few, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Exactly. So these people were just plying their trade in Hammer's studio, and they actually have. I will give you a link to go check it out. Execution Diary. I think that was in 2003. Jamin, if I'm not mistaken. He spoke about Execution Diary. That was in 2003. He spoke about how Obrafour has come up, and then all the other cuts that were recorded in that studio at that time, and how they were applying all their trade. It's a whole music documentary on Hammer and his music, his artist. So yes, one other artist that spoke a different language was I Bear Them, like we're saying, and then Kwakese, and these two actually introduced Sarkodie to the scene. When I say introduce, it's I think Sarkodie's first music that we all had, first intro, just like Tupac with Digital Underground, very similar to that. How we all heard of Sarkodie was in that song, You The Craze.
Okay, talking about You The Craze, if this is the song.
Exactly the song, bro. Exactly.
Come on, guys.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't just stand there and watch.
All right, it's on pause.
This song, you're gonna have to play everything.
Because all the artists, all the workers, the sax and all that. Okay, all right, guys. I don't know. Wow. We are gonna relinquish copyright stuff and just say yes, because it's for us, it's for educational purposes. Right. Sure.
And this one, yes, we need to introduce all of them on that track.
But I'll put some other fact over there after it's played, because prior to Adam coming on the scene with this, we had Agbeko already part of the the mixtapes that were coming from Hammer's camp. So we had songs like from Agbeko. When I remember, I'll tell you, but that came before Adam's regime, So I'll say that. But Prof, go ahead.
All right. Okay. Salad is saying if we can help with some of the titles of the songs. You people shouldn't forget We Are in Battle. I nyanyanya. I also to nyanyanya. That song, We Are in Battle.
Well, you just heard a man murder the music like that, and you're just gonna stand there and watch. Last two. I never know to walk about Joe. From my dread, I walk about Joe. Murder.
Do you want to say something not nice?
No.
All right, okay. So maybe when they are rapping, if Jamin and Not Nice can help with the names, like when it's their turn and they are rapping, you put their names in the comments so that everybody will know.
Let me just put this one.
All right, sure.
Please pay attention, I'm not to representing. The mother go Japan, I'm in production. But so I need to see what your regime of Vivina. Napaka Pana for the Papa Jonia with Tina. Young Modi Digina, Bona, you wanna see. I'm a Danawaja, Loma Babi Tomika, Akaka, what's a Gaka,
Charlie, you better move, Charlie, you better move, Charlie, you better move, Charlie.
Brother, let all the seconds. We are moving on the pawns. Good man to think on the cons. Dirty dog. Okay, said you have to fall. Team are ready to solve. When I'm what they buy, now so yeah, hits. Take your body now, boots. Move all out your face. Soon you have to control. Moving my way to stakes. Die. When inside your end and yeah, Uncle Hammer beats.
You did crazy, that's two. You did crazy, you did crazy, Charlie, you did crazy.
What about this lady? This is Della, right? Jamin.
No. No, it's not Roots. That is not Roots.
No, that's Ruth. This
all of you are lost. All of you are lost right now.
Really?
Yeah, that is Glory Love.
It's Ruth.
It's Ruth.
So
all right.
This is Ruth from Mental Fame. He did TV Salad, and then he was on this track. He's a very good vocalist, but I don't know where she is now. So, well, please go ahead.
Should we continue or we should try and then
the same music, because we need to introduce Sarkodie. This was I'm going crazy. Baby, we know you were good on the bed. I can do it better. I don't know where to go now when you're poor. No, given the time, I can do it better. I don't know where to go now when you're poor. I'm gonna write it in time. I can do it better. I don't know where to go now when you're poor.
I should pause it.
No, I said Sarkodie in the chat. Like, I want somebody
Sarkodie.
Yeah, Sarkodie.
All right.
Okay, so this is how Sarkodie came onto the Ghana music. Charlie.
All right, I think it was the last person to actually jump on the tune. All right, so if everyone is saying sack, so not nice. Before you continue, if Salad can mention or pronounce the Sarkodie then.
Salad.
Yes. I need to pronounce this. I'm going with Sark.
Okay. No, okay. Bottle.
So Salad, if you remember from the top, after we did the very oldest musicians, we said the best of the hip hop music scene was Reggie Rockstone, and inadvertently Reggie handed it down to Obrafour. Now, here is a trick. So, Sarkodie coming on this track was sort of Tupac coming onto Digital Underground music, and he was like not really known. He was an underground artist, and these two, I bear them, and I think even You the Craze wasn't Kwakese's first, because Kwakese had come out with Nonsense and all of that before.
Yeah, yes, and to add to that Kwakese verse was actually a beef verse to Assem,
yeah.
Yes.
And
around that era, there was a Sam that came out with "Gimme Blow."
Yeah, from Richie.
Figaro. Yeah, "Gimme Blow" Figaro from the Richie's camp. You know, and they were the new cats of that hip hop era where they had that crank music going. Other than just the regular boom bap rap, you know, rap music, boom bap rap music, like the New York style of hip hop production. It came the crank era where there was like the Lil Jons and all that, and Richie took up that chance, and that introduced more cats like Brothers and all that, that came in the
I think
60s.
I think EL too was from there, right?
No, EL was from Skillions with J Soul.
Okay, J Soul.
Skillions with J Soul, because J Soul also had a set of rappers, Ghanaian rappers that would
and was it Kelvin?
Kevin Boy. I mean, sorry, not Kevin Boy. Kevin Beats back. Kevin Beats. Had people like Shaker. They had people like Padlock. They had people like EL himself that you mentioned. They had people, that era, that first era. Joey B was actually from Skillions too as well, before he got signed on to D Black after the 2010s. But that was Skillions from 2007. So hip hop was a big thing for Ghana music right there and then. But I would say they didn't actually know how to package it. So we had everybody in every section just trying to do it, and they were going against each other, trying to see who was the best, which camp was the best actually doing it. And if you ask me, I would have said Skillions had the best of those musicians, but numbers wise and commercial wise,
I would agree with you in the sense that those cats there had the bit of Western life, because most of the musicians we mentioned so far just had to learn the trade in Ghana. But when you look at Shaker, Kelvin, Jeso, most of these people had the experience itself. They had actually, and I'm thinking because from their videos and certain documentaries and what we saw around them, they I would say were coming from well-to-do homes, and some of them had the travel experience, so they had actually experienced the real, and that is what brought about the whole turf wars, like you say. So now it wasn't just individual wars; it was just wars between studios, just like the east side and the west side. So Richie had his own thing going on, and then Hammer had his own thing going on. There was also Apietus that was having his own thing going on with Bookback and the rest. But what I was trying to present
and JQ,
and
as part of the producers that had their own set of people, JQ as well. Yep.
Yes, but what I wanted to present to Salad from here was the genealogy of, let's say, our torchbearers at every point in time. So I would say it was Reggie handed down to Obrafour, and from Obrafour handed down to Sarkodie, and this man has refused to let go. Because there are, like you say, there are other cats that are here now that are there internationally and all of that. But I would still say that I'm not really a big fan of Sarkodie, honestly, but I would say that he's a torchbearer, whether we like it or not. If you don't like him, it's up to you. I mean, we are all entitled.
No, so there's a tag on him as the landlord, and then we all know what landlord
so
means.
He's come to stay, like he's not leaving yet.
It's been a long time. One thing I respect Sarkodie about is he's been in every era of the music scene.
Exactly.
Since his inception from that song "You the Grace," he's been there. Even his first record with Moogies is still a hit as we speak. He drops that on stage, and even the Gen Zs are beginning to love that.
Is that the baby song?
Yeah, baby,
Yeah, I think. Listen, no, it's not this one. They will play it, but this is what we are going to do. Not nice. Let's see. I think it's the same song, but it's more like an intro, right?
Okay.
Let's do this one for Sack, and let's see the next one that we are going to do for.
Okay.
Is it the song?
No, it's hard to.
One time for your mind, y'all. Sack, I never bring the point to the tea. Where my ladies at? Where my honey's at, bro? Where my shorty's at? One time for your mind.
This song in 1953, not nice. What this song did to me.
So this is so Prof, you go on with this song, but prior to this song, this is Sarkodie's first commercial song actually,
right?
That everybody loved. You know, that had a singer on it and everything. But other than that, he had dropped a song called Boga Boga. That really actually shot him to that standard where we knew that he was there, you know. And that was featuring J-Town, and that was produced by the Scalion's side of things. So like I said, Sarkodie has been all around everywhere with every studio and has excelled. Yeah. So
I think I said that we need to respect his name. I think I said that before. Well, after we played the Unicraze, I said Sarkodie never really stuck to any music studio or any producer. He works with who he wants and what he feels like. He's there. As for him, he does what he wants. He's just there. And then I think he went on to build his own label and stuff. So yeah, please go ahead with the baby.
I'm now tempted to switch from the baby to the Boga Boga.
Okay.
Coming from UK just yesterday, I feel like there's a lot of shades in that I should carry. Let's do that one rather.
Yes, your curtains want to tell you Boga Boga, and I hear that.
It's one time for your mind, and I hear that. Oh,